Good afternoon, everybody. This is Armani with Grubbs Acura here in Grapevine, Texas. We just got our numbers in from Acura and we are #1 in the district. So congratulations to everybody on the hard work. But everything aside, I'm here to talk about the all-new 2022 MDX. This one here is the pearl white with the parchment interior, and I'm going to give you guys a full walk around the same way I'd show my clients. We'll go for a little test drive, and I hope you guys love the video. Anyways, let's get into it. I really have to give kudos to the engineers and the designer. They did a phenomenal job with this beauty. We still have the same J35 that's been in production since 1999, but of course, she's got a few little upgrades. Now we have a 290 horsepower, naturally aspirated V6. Super reliable. I've seen some of the earlier MDXs with over 400,000 miles. She's now mated to this beautiful 10-speed automatic gearbox. The gear changes are crisp, smooth, and it is a much better job than the outgoing design. So this one here, she is the advanced package. As you can tell by the wheels and tires, the thing I love about Acura is all the packages are exactly the same no matter where you go. You don't have to worry about what package is here or there. Everything stays beautiful and simple. Anyways, we'll start off over here at the front. You can see this gorgeous, beautiful diamond grille. And taking a closer look, you can see these spindles that are moving away from the center. Up here at the top, you have your camera. Now that is for the 360 cam, which shows you all the way around the vehicle. And this beautiful glossy logo, this houses the millimeter wave radar. Now she does work in tangent up here at the top. You'll see a little cutout for the camera. That's for all of the Honda sensing or Acura watch technology, if you will. She also does come with the parking sensors front and rear, so you do have those sonars. And then we've got the LED fog lights at the bottom. Moving up to the headlights, we have the Joule LEDs, and I love this new design. It's sharp, it's aggressive, and it's beautiful. This little white line at the bottom, that is called the Chiron Racing Light. And that comes from our racing team over here. Let's take a little step back, and you'll see she has a gorgeous, beautiful profile. I mean, really, as far as SUVs, this thing is sharp. Now, we also have the little cameras down here. That is also for the 360 cam. But let me show you my favorite part down here. And I don't know if I can get it in, but you see this little guy up here? That is for the double wishbone suspension. And honestly, my opinion, it should be illegal to sell a vehicle without a double wishbone suspension. I mean, these things absolutely just hug the road. And with the double wishbone and the super handling all-wheel drive, you really get an SUV that handles like a performance sports car. Check out this gorgeous look. I mean, really, she looks beautiful from every angle. The Chiron racing lights do carry down here, and I love the way it looks at night when this lights up. It is just stunning. Now, we do have the foot activated liftgate, which is standard if you go with the advanced model. On the tech package, it is an additional option. Looking down here, you have that aluminum kick plate. This is to help protect the plastics from getting scratched. So that's all standard on the Advance. We also have the easy fold down seats, and you get a nice perfectly flat load floor. Over here on the side, if we tap this little button, as soon as I get out of the way, you'll notice that the liftgate goes down on her own. Now this liftgate also does have a safety feature. If I get my finger in the way, it's going to automatically stop and bring that tailgate back up. We can also set a height adjustment. So pull this down, push and hold. After 2 beeps, this is now the new official stop height for the tailgate. Great for those garages, or maybe some of the less vertically gifted people. Another cool feature, capless fuel filter, pretty standard, but for a luxury vehicle, check it out. Oops, wrong button there. You can run it off at 87 or 91 octane. So you don't necessarily have to put the most expensive fuel in. On the interior, we have this gorgeous, beautifully designed interior, complete with the panoramic moonroof up top. And a thing that I love, great for the kids, you got your sunshades. But check this out. The engineers at Honda and Acura, they wanted to give us genuine materials on the inside. So you'll see real wood, you'll see genuine Milano leather, and you'll also see actual metallic pieces. So we wanted to give everybody the best of a luxury vehicle. And really, when you compare the price point of the Advance compared to the Audi and the BMWs, you end up with a lot more for a lot less. And the cost of maintenance will be far lower, reliability far higher, and overall resale is just phenomenal on these. You'll see she's got a perfectly flat load floor. Also, we have the tri-zone climate control. On the Advanced package, you are going to get those heated rear seats. Now here is your center console. She comes down, and if I pull a little tab down here, I can actually take out the center console. That gives you options for a bench and captain's chairs. So super cool on the part of Acura over there. Now another feature that I know a lot of families are going to appreciate is you'll see right here on the door there are these 3 little lines. So I swipe here to lock. If I want to unlock the car, I just stick my handle in the door and pull. So you can open all 5 doors without ever having to go back to the driver's side, go in, unlock the vehicle, and move. Now we do also have the blind spot monitor there. We also do have the auto darkening side and rear view mirrors. So all 3 of these mirrors will darken if there's a big truck behind you with the big bright lights. Now check this out. Dual insulated acoustic glass. That's designed to help get you a much quieter ride. There's also additional tar and rayon carpeting throughout the entire vehicle. So what that does is it gives you a super quiet ride. Now going with the Advanced package, you get additional power adjustments for the seat. So you can actually extend this out for more thigh support. You can take these 2 side bolsterings here, squeeze or release. And then over here, for your lumbar support, you can actually set the depth and the height to get it to the most comfortable position. We do have memory foam, and then we chose a specific cut of Milano leather. This was designed with durability in mind, and we chose this exact quality to give our customers the best overall experience. We do have memory seats for driver, and for the passenger side as well. So that way when you and your significant other switch spots, it just makes your life a lot easier. Now let's go ahead and hop on in. Whew! Man, Texas, super hot. All right, so just to show off this whole setup here, we'll start with the power button for your radio. You've got your volume, and then you also have your heated steering wheel button right there. To answer or end a call, you just click this to the left or to the right. On top of that, you can also push and hold this. When your phone is plugged in, you have the ability to access Siri with just one button. So for example, I might push and hold. After the beep, I'll say, how many inches are in a mile? Directions to Starbucks. Text Susie, hey, I'll be there in 15 minutes. Or set a reminder to pick up milk and eggs at 5:15 tonight. So really, really great setup. Now another thing is, this steering wheel is actually smaller than you might be used to. So by having a smaller steering wheel, as you start turning, you feel the car start to instantly respond as you're going through curves. It gives you a really nice, satisfying feeling. It is also variable gear ratio power steering, so that means when I'm in a parking lot, with one finger, I can move the steering wheel with the greatest of ease. However, when I get on the highway, it'll start to stiffen up to give you that stability. Now to show you over here on the right, this vehicle does come with the Honda Sensing package. So, to go ahead and enable the Acura watch or Honda Sensing, just tap this button here, and you will notice when I push it, the car turns on. Now, if I go ahead and push the lane button here, you'll see the lane markings show up. When those lane markings are green, the car will then actually steer for you on the highway. On top of that, you can also set your adaptive cruise control. So when I push this button, it'll set the following distance. When I'm driving to work in the morning, I literally hit set cruise, and I will let the car go and fight traffic for me. I basically just sit there. It'll follow the car in front of me to a complete stop, wait for them to start moving. When they move, this car moves automatically on its own. Now, if you get stopped for quite a while, all you have to do is click resume, and it'll go back to the intended original speed. Just to show you down here, tilt and telescoping wheel. And what you'll find is the tech package has most of this standard, but with the advanced you get just a little bit extra goodness. I love the layout. It's beautiful. I really love the redesign. And then also going with this particular model, you'll see we do have the heads-up display. So this will give you information on your navigation, your speed, and any recent speed limits that the car has seen. So, with all that being said, the Advance also has one little extra feature here. If I click the camera button, it will show me a full bird's eye view of the vehicle. And if I push it again, I can actually see my tires. So that's perfect for when you're parallel parking downtown and you want to keep these beautiful wheels nice and clean. But you do have quite a few camera angles as well. You also do have the heated and ventilated seats. Now for Texas, this is my favorite feature because it gets real hot out there. Also, we do have the dynamic mode adjuster here. So when I flip this button here, I can actually change between snow, comfort, normal, and sport. Now, if I push and hold, I can actually set how I want to adjust the engine, the steering, and the suspension. So on the advanced package, you actually have adjustable suspension. So if I want to have, for example, punchy acceleration, I'll put the engine on sport. If I want the steering to feel light, I can set it to light. And then for the suspension, if I want to go with something a little softer or firmer, I have the ability to choose between both. So I really love that setup. And as far as the design, I mean, this thing is gorgeous. You have your wireless charger for the phone, and then I love this right here. I've got a little spot to rest my hand, and it really makes me feel like master of the universe. With just a flick of the wrist, I can change the volume of the audio. I can change tracks. I can go through and work my touchpad without ever having to reach all the way over here to change. So it gives me this really satisfying feeling. I think it's perfect for a luxury vehicle. We've also got the new bezel-less design for the rear view mirror. And of course we have your home link with the garage door openers. Push number 1 and 3 to do a full reset. And then if you just hold number 1 while you're holding the garage door opener, you can actually set that code there. And then here's another one of my favorite features. You do have the full panoramic sunroof, or I should say moonroof. And even, you'll notice, handlebars for all the seats up top. Now, I'm going to talk about personally one of my favorite things. I am an audiophile. I love music. I love good music, and I especially appreciate quality sound. So this is the ELS Studio 3D. So, if you go with the most premium sound system, the ELS sounds phenomenal. But the ELS 3D gives you an extra 200 watts and an extra 4 speakers. Now, it's not just some fancy sound system like Bose. Bose sounds good, but this is truly an experience. I have it in my Acura TLX. I have the A-Spec. And this sound system, it blows me away every single day. I stopped listening to music years ago because, to be honest, my Honda just doesn't sound that good. And it has reawakened my love for music. The bass is incredible. I mean, it hits so hard, it hurts my knees sometimes. So I have to turn it down. But the clarity is just out of this world. This system was designed by Elliot Shiner, and he was one of the sound engineers for the Beatles. He's got 27 Grammy nominations, and he's won a total of 8 times. So this is a guy who really understands studio quality music. And he did a phenomenal job. I would put my name behind this system any day of the week. It's the best sound system I've ever owned, and it's probably one of the top best that I've ever heard. And this is coming from a true audiophile. You'll see up here, it actually has speakers built into the roof, adding to the fullness and the wholeness of the sound of music. It really is something you have to experience yourself. The tech package with the ELS, phenomenal sounding. But if you upgrade to the A-Spec or the Advance, you are truly getting the best. Anyways, I hope you liked just a quick review. There's so much more to talk about than I can possibly put in a video. But before we go, I just want to show you a test drive. In order to really appreciate this car, you really got to drive it. It has this racing pedigree. It has this certain je ne sais quoi, right? The engineers have added in extra ultra high strength steel. And what that does is, by making the body more rigid, there's less flex when you start taking corners. On top of that, with the double wishbone suspension, the car can lean into a corner and hold all the weight on that tire while it's centered on the ground. So when you start taking corners, especially with that super handling all-wheel drive, it grips like nothing else. I mean, it feels like I'm in a sports car. It just feels like I'm sitting up a little higher. It has torque vectoring for the super handling all-wheel drive. So as you start taking a corner, it'll actually send the power 100% if it needs to the opposite side of the car to help cornering. As you're taking that corner, the power goes here and it's braking the inside wheel. And you get this pull and push effect, which is barely noticeable for most people, but I can feel it. And it makes me very, very happy. I mean, this feels like something I would take on a test track and just love. Go online, check out some videos on the Moose test. There was a really awesome one that Jeep did that was a total failure. Shows you exactly what a bad Moose test looks like. I think out of 9 test runs, they blew a total of 7 tires. This would crush that on a Moose test. And a Moose test is when you're driving in a straight line and something shows up in the road and you have to swerve hard to the left and then swerve hard to the right. This car will give you the confidence that you can stay gripped to the road. My TLX, I had to have super handling all-wheel drive. Do I need it here in Texas? No, but it just makes me feel good. It's what I wanted, so I went out and got it. Anyways, I know the video's getting too long. Let's go for a quick test drive, and then I would love to hear back from you guys. My phone number is 972-689-8102. Even if you don't want to do business with me, give me a call. I'll be more than happy to go in depth on this car. This is why I love working for Honda. It's just products that inspire my soul. When I drive it, it just makes me feel alive. So let's finish this off with some fun, and good luck. Whew, alrighty. Beautiful. Oh, I love that variable gear ratio steering. We have a nice soft ride. I'm gonna go ahead and put her into normal mode. You know what? Let's do some sport. So now the steering wheel has stiffened up. The ride is now a little more firm. And I gotta say, this thing is just effortless to drive. The car is really doing all the work for me. And I feel really confident, right? When I need to turn, I get this really instant, satisfying response. So we'll go ahead and give it a nice little punch. This vehicle has been sold, so I don't want to be too rough on her. But nice, ooh, beautiful. Nice, crisp, clean throttle. I'm just giving it a light acceleration here. And, going around these corners right here, you can feel that super handling just kicking in, and really, truly amazing job. I just want to thank the engineers at Honda and Acura for making a great product. Like, you guys make my life easy. When I see products that are this level of quality and caliber, I can only thank you guys. So thank you to the engineers at Honda. Bring back the Element. I've had 5 of those, and I want to have number 6. Keep up with the great design. Throw a little bit more power with the S-Type, and I think I'll be a happy guy. Anyways, guys, Armani out. I hope you loved the video. Please do like, comment, and subscribe.